Scroll through old texts, then hit delete. This quiet freedom tastes bittersweet. Not sad, not glad, just somewhere in between, where what was and what is don't feel so sharp and mean. Walking a fine line between missing you and free, a gentle equilibrium that's finally comforting me. It's a fine, a soft line between letting go and holding on tight. Yeah, it's a fine, fine line. And tonight I'm alright. Wore your old shirt, then put it away. Not for the hurting, just for the day. Made my own dinner, set my own pace. Felt the old ache, leave without a trace. Not lost, not found, just standing on this ground where the silence has a melody, a newly familiar sound. Walking a fine line between missing you and free, a gentle equilibrium that's finally comforting me. It's a fine line, a soft light between letting go and holding on tight. Yeah, it's a fine, fine line. And tonight I'm alright. Some days lean left, some days lean right, but the line stays steady in the pale moonlight. And I'm learning its shape with each step I take. Fine line, my design, steady and slow. This is how I know I'm alright on this fine, fine line. Till the morning I am doing well. I've grown familiar with this empty shell, and I don't trace your name on window glass. When passing hours slow and shadows pass, but then a certain blue in afternoon reminds me of a sky I knew with you. It's just a color fading with the light. It shouldn't keep me still here half a night. And I say I'm still fine, still fine. I don't search for your face in every line of every crowded street or faded sign. I'm building something new, a design, but the blueprint feels a ghost of yours and mine. And I'm still fine. I've turned the music up to fill the air, a different rhythm, one that's just unfair. I do not listen for your echo there in melodies that climb the silent stair. Yet in the quiet between the beat and sound, Perhaps fine is not a place to stay, but just the weather of a wounded day. Some winds still bring the scent of far away. Some nights the stars still map your old pathway, and I stand here beneath the same array, not lost, just wondering what words to say. So maybe finds a word for in between, for what is felt and what cannot be seen. A gentle lake, a landscape growing green above a place where love once had been. And I am breathing in the space unseen, still fine. To watch the clock's hard hands mark the hours since you went. Now I let the sunlight move at the pace it once content.
I'm moving in my own time now. No rush to heal, no need to foul. Just gentle steps and quiet breath beyond the fear of lonely death.
Of old dreams, of what might be, I'm learning how to simply be
In my own time, my own sweet rhyme, taking back what's mine.
my own time. The seasons turn without my push. The moon still knows its face. I'm learning rhythms deeper than those frantic, desperate days. I'm moving in my own time now. No rush to heal, no need to vow. Just gentle steps and quiet breath beyond the fear of lonely death. Of old dreams, of what might be, I'm learning how to simply be
In my own time, my own sweet rhyme, taking back what's mine.
my own time. No counting minutes, measuring pain, just living through the sun and rain. At last at peace with this slow heart, the steady beating of my heart.
My own time, finally mine, soft design. My own time.
Thought goodbye would be a winner, bare and sharp and gray. But it arrived like early autumn, in a soft and fading way. The colors didn't vanish, they just deepened and then slept. And all the promises we planted gently, gently This gentle goodbye is slowly teaching me how love can be a season that was meant to set me free, not with a slam of doors or the burning of the past, but with the quiet understanding that some beautiful things don't last. This gentle goodbyes, hands so soft and kind, it's showing me the memories I thought I left behind are actually just turning to a different kind of light as I learn to say goodnight. I'm not erasing chapters or pretending they're not there. I'm just learning how to read them with a new and tender care. The plot took different turns than what we had designed, but every word still matters in the story of my mind. This gentle goodbye is slowly teaching me how love can be a season that was meant to set me free, not with the slam of doors or the burning of the past, but with the quiet understanding that some beautiful things don't last. This gentle goodbyes, hands so soft and kind, it's showing me the memories I thought I left behind are actually just turning to a different kind of light as I learn to say goodnight. And maybe this is how we heal, not by forgetting how we feel, but by letting those feelings change, rearrange into something strange and new that still remembers you but knows what it must do. Gentle goodbye, no need to cry, just watch the love become the sky, gentle and wide, with nothing left to hide, just this gentle goodbye. I thought love had to burn so bright, scorch the edges of the night, a wildfire in the chest of need, a desperate, beautiful, choking weed that grew until it blocked the sun and left me wondering what we'd done. To think that heat was all there was, to think that burning proved the cause. But now I know a gentler fire, one that doesn't rise with fire. It glows like amber, soft and deep, a quiet flame I get to keep. It warms the hands that tend its light. It doesn't blind me in the night, it lets me see the stars again. Beyond the smoke, beyond the pain, this gentle fire knows my name. It doesn't ask me to be tame or wild or anything but true to what the morning wants to do through me, in me, as I learn how hearts can softly, slowly burn without consuming what they touch, without demanding quite so much. It lives in tiny, steady things, the peace the morning kettle brings, the comfort of a well-worn page, the turning of a slower age. It doesn't roar, it doesn't race, it finds its own unrushed pace, and in its constancy I see what love was always meant to be. Not just a blaze, but lasting light that guides me through the coming night. Not with a shout, but with a hum, to where I'm meant to come. 'Cause now I know a gentler fire, one that doesn't rise with fire. It glows like amber, soft and deep, a quiet flame I get to keep. It warms the hands that tend its light. It doesn't blind me in the night. It lets me see the stars again. Beyond the smoke, beyond the pain, this gentle fire knows my name. It doesn't ask me to be tame or wild or anything but true to what the morning wants to do. Through me, in me, as I learn how hearts can softly, slowly burn, without consuming what they touch, without demanding quite so much. And maybe every heart that's learned how easily a blaze can turn to ashes holds this quieter glow, a little wiser, a little slow to catch but steady once it's caught. A different kind of loving thought that knows its power, knows its worth. Not in the heat, but in the earth. It warms for planting, for the seed, for everything the soul will need to grow again, to rise to be in gentle fire's company. Gentle fire, my one true heart's desire, not to blaze but to inspire. A slower, longer, truer burning, a constant, steady, quiet turning toward the light, toward the dawn, with every fear and doubt now gone. In gentle fire's patient song, to know the sun still rises, even when I'm missing you. A smaller sky is sweeter now. It doesn't ask for grand designs, just holds the light that finds me through the window, through the blinds. A smaller world but kinder, that my heart can now believe is enough to build a morning, enough to heal a night in this smaller, softer, truer light. To frighten me with all it couldn't hold. Now I find my constellations in stories left untold. A smaller sky is sweeter now. It doesn't ask for grand designs, just holds the light that finds me. Maybe wisdom comes in learning that the view you really need is the one that meets you gently, where your own soul starts to breathe. Smaller sky, my own piece of work. The world goes on, even when you're gone. Smaller sky, teaching me to fly, not so high. shadow, brighter in my own small sky. Learning how to fill the spaces with my own lullaby. The air moves different through me, clean and clear and somehow true. And all the colors that you muted are coming back in view. I'm lighter now, somehow. Thought I'd miss the complication, the tangled web we weave. But simple feels like liberation, like finally breathing free. I'm lighter now without your shadow, brighter in my own small sky. Learning how to fill the spaces with my own lullaby. The air moves different through me, clean and clear and somehow true. And all the colors that you muted are coming back in view. I'm lighter now, somehow. Maybe love shouldn't weigh you down. Maybe real love lets you fly. Lighter now, learning how to be enough. Just now. Lighter. The sun came up regardless of the darkness in my room. Painted patterns on the floor and quietly assumed that I would face another day without you by my side. And though I fought the morning light, I couldn't make it hide. This is the morning after you, the first of many more. The day the world kept turning when mine had stopped before. It's quiet in the spaces where your laughter used to live, but there's a different kind of peace that only time can give. In the morning after you, I'm learning what is true, that I can face the daylight, even missing you, and find a way to carry on, to write a different song for all the mornings yet to come, where I'll be fine and not just numb. I made the coffee stronger, took my time to face the day, let all the memories wash through me, then gently looked away toward the window and the light, toward what was still to be, the person I'd become. Now that I was finally free, this is the morning after you, the first of many more. The day the world kept turning when mine had stopped before. It's quiet in the spaces where your laughter used to live, but there's a different kind of peace that only time can give. In the morning after you, I'm learning what is true, that I can face the daylight, even missing you, and find a way to carry on, to write a different song for all the mornings yet to come, where I'll be fine and of how our future seemed to stretch out bright before us, now forever redeemed by different quieter mornings with their own peculiar grace, and time that slowly teaches how to live in this new space. The morning after you has turned to many more, and I'm still here, still breathing on this unfamiliar shore, where the sun still rises and the coffee still gets made. And I'm learning, slowly learning, not to be afraid of all the mornings yet to come without you in them, one by one, until they're just my life. Beyond the loss, beyond the strife, just mornings, just like. I stopped dancing to your rhythm, your tempo, your refrain. Started finding my own music in the sunshine after rain. Now I'm moving to my own beat, in my own time, in my own way, finding rhythm in the quiet of an ordinary day. No more counting every measure, no more keeping someone's time, just this simple steady pleasure of making this life mine. To my own beat, my own sound, on this newly hollow ground, where my heart can finally rest and feel completely blessed by this simple steady sway that gets me through each day. My own beat, finally true to everything I'm coming to. The melody feels different, but sweeter than before, because it's mine completely, behind my own front door. Now I'm moving to my own beat, in my own time, in my own way, finding rhythm in the quiet of an ordinary day. No more counting every measure, no more keeping someone's time, just this simple steady pleasure of making this life mine. To my own beat, my own sound, on this newly hollow ground, where my heart can finally rest and feel completely blessed by this simple steady sway that gets me through each day. My own beat, finally true to everything I'm coming to. Maybe music's truest form is the rhythm we're born to find within our soul that makes us feel whole. My own beat, my own sweet way of being, truly seeing. My own beat, complete in its own rhyme, in its own time. My own beat, my own beat. The waves have settled in my chest, the storm inside has passed, the frantic thoughts have found their rest, and peace has come at last. Finally still and quiet here, without the noise of fear, finally calm and clear inside with nothing current. No more swimming against the tide, just floating in the present with my soul open wide. Finally still and quiet here, without the noise of fear. Finally calm and clear inside, with nothing left to hide. The turbulence has faded now, the sea is smooth somehow, and I am floating gently on into a brighter dawn. Finally still, finally peace, as all the chaos finds release into this quiet sacred space, with nothing left to chase. Just stillness, calm and deep and true in everything I do. Finally still and finally me, exactly how I'm meant to be. Exactly how I'm meant to be. Maybe peace was always waiting in the spaces between thoughts, in the quiet celebrating of all the battles fought. Finally still, with my own will and my own way, through every day. Finally still, learning how to fill my soul with peace that will not cease. Finally still. Dawn draft of letters never sent, composed between the sleep and waking. I drink my coffee, watch the sunlight bend inside my cup of silent making. The words dissolve like steam that rises, sweet phantom phrases unrevised, just ghosts of conversations we've effaced, that haunt the hollow of the bed. These pages written but not sent are all the love I couldn't spend on some already halfway gone. Before I knew what I should say, the things that matter in the end. To a lover turn to a quiet friend, then turn to echoes, then to dust like Polaroids that fade to rust. But these pages let me breathe, let my quiet heart believe that naming this unspoken ache makes the lonely more awake, and what is felt in time will heal. Now sometimes I write about the rain that freckles on the window pane, or how the neighbor's dog starts up his day, so sure of what he has to say. The morning holds its quiet lie that everything is calm, is fine, while I am learning line by line to live inside this empty space that used to hold your form, your face. These silent, patient morning pages bear witness to the different stages, the missing and the slow unweaving of a shared life past. Believing these pages written but not sent are all the love I couldn't spend on some already halfway gone. Before I knew what I should say, the things that matter in the end. To a lover turn to a quiet friend, then turn to echoes, then to dust like Polaroids that fade to rust. But these pages let me breathe, let my quiet heart believe that naming this unspoken ache makes the lonely more awake, and what is felt in time will heal. Maybe by the person learning how to be the only soul these words will see, held by nothing but the light that ends another sleepless night. Morning pages, inkless, weightless, filled with ghosts and cold coffee toast to what we penned and couldn't send. Morning pages, turning, staging grief to grace in this quiet claim space. Morning pages, quiet pages, softly kept while the city slept. Morning pages. I heard you're doing fine now. Got a new job, moved uptown. A friend said you cut your hair short. Looks good in the photos you don't share now. I'm doing alright myself too. Learned a new chord on the old guitar. Took a trip I always said I would. Drove a little too far. So let's just say the score is settled. No one knows, no one's dead. We can close the book and label it no regrets. Call it even, call it done. Call it a tie, no 1-1. We both lost sun. We both grew some under the same setting sun. Call it peace, call it truce, call it letting the engines cool. No more keeping track of wrong or right. Just two ships passing in the night. Call it even and call it good, like we always said we would. I found that sweater you always wore, boxed it up, sent it on its way. Forgot to check the weather, made rain the whole next day. My favorite band came through town. I didn't go, but I heard the show was great. Hummed along to the new song while cooking dinner late. And maybe that's the way it should be. No grand scene, no final flake. Just two people getting on with life, getting it right. Call it even, call it done. Call it a tie, no 1-1. We both lost sun. We both grew some under the same setting sun. Call it peace, call it truce, call it letting the engines cool. No more keeping track of wrong or right. Just two ships passing in the night. Call it even, call it good, like we always said we would. Don't be no hero in this tale, just two hearts that set sail in different directions when the wind changes. Nothing to rearrange, just the gentle, quiet truth that love isn't always for always. Sometimes it's just within, and that's okay. Call it even, call it then. Call it a tie, no 1-1. We both lost sun. We both grew some under the same setting sun. Call it peace, call it truce, call it letting the engines cool. No track of wrong or right. Just two ships passing in the night. Call it even, call it good. Yeah, I think we finally could. Call it even, call it even, call it done. I heard your name in conversation. Didn't ask how you've been. Just kept stirring my coffee. Let the moment end. No need to know the details. No need to hear the rest. Some stories find their endings, and that's when they're best. Used to track your every movement like a satellite in space. Now I just let the orbit find its natural place. No need to know your new address. No need to see your face. No need to trace the pattern that we couldn't erase. I'm living in my present. You're living in your own two separate rooms in a house we've outgrown. And it's fine, truly fine. Not bitter, not sweet, just complete. Sometimes I'll see a movie that I know you'd have loved. Smile at the thought, then keep watching under stars above. The memory doesn't linger, doesn't beg to be told. It just sits in its moment, quiet, warm and old. Letting go isn't losing, and it's making space to breathe. It's the gentle art of living with what you used to believe, without needing to prove it to anyone at all. No need to know your new address. No need to see your face. No need to trace the pattern that we couldn't erase. I'm living in my present. You're living in your own two separate rooms in a house we've outgrown. And it's fine, truly fine. Not bitter, not sweet, just complete. Complete. Oh, at peace. Don't need at all. I stopped expecting calls from you. Deleted your old number too. The phone sits silent on a ledge, no longer waiting on an edge.
And in the quiet, in the space, I found a different kind of grace.
Not loud, not bright, not bittersweet, just stillness settling at my feet.
It makes no sound, the letting go, just gentle like the fading snow.
No drama, no last words to keep, just turning over into sleep. that is all. I walk through rooms without the thought that you might be somewhere, somehow caught between the then and now and here. I've let that kind of thinking clear.
And maybe that's the quiet gift, the gentle, unexpected lift.
When what was loud begins to fade, and what
Remains is unafraid. It makes no sound, but letting go, just gentle like the fading snow.
no drama, no last words to kid, just turning over into sleep.
The kind where when you wake you know there's nowhere else you need to go.
No sound, no echo in the hall,
Just peace.
and that is all. The office door clicks shut behind. The city noise plays on my mind. I shoulder up the heavy air of conversations everywhere. I start to walk a well-known route to slowly shake the feeling out of being just a cog in name. I let the sidewalk start the game, and with the first block left behind, I leave a piece of day I don't mind. My pace begins to find its beat, from hurry to a steady fleet. On the walk home, 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 on the walk home. I let the rhythm take the throne. Left, right, a steady pound, leaving all the city sound. On the walk home, on the walk home, my tangled thoughts begin to comb. The streetlights flicker on and glow, and tell me everything I need to know is waiting where I'm bound to go. On the walk home, on the walk home, on the walk home. I pass the tree with twisted bark, a landmark in the gathering dark. I nod hello, it understands. We're both just standing on these lands. I drop my worries in a pile by the old fence, walk another mile. My breath begins to match my stride. With nothing left I need to hide, the houses blink their yellow eyes. to know is waiting where I'm bound to go. On the walk home, and for these 20 minutes, see, this moving space belongs to me. Not boss, not screen, not crowded street, just my own heart, my own 2 feet, carrying the whole of me to where I'm meant to be. It's the best part of my day, just giving everything away to the rhythm of the way. Oh, oh, on the walk home, on the walk home, I let the rhythm take the throne. On the walk home, left, right, a steady pound. On the walk home, my tangled thoughts we gone and glow. The streetlights flicker on and glow. Tell me everything I need to know is waiting where I'm bound to go. Oh, oh, my hand rests on the half-shut door, a crack of light on the wooden floor. I could step out or stay within this moment where both might begin. The rain has stopped its steady beat. The air smells clean and bittersweet. A sentence waits behind my teeth, not yet spoken, just beneath. I used to rush through every pause, filling gaps with my own flaws. But now I'm learning how to stay in the balance of the maybe, in the space between the breaths, where unfinished living rests. Between the question and the yes, there's a stillness deep and wide where I don't have to decide. Just exist within the vow of being completely here and now. Between the sleeping and awake, the dreams I carry start to break, revealing truths too bright for day that in the twilight slip away. Between the touch and the release, there lives a momentary peace, a truth that has no solid form, a shelter in the quiet storm. I won't build walls or claim this ground, I'll just be still with what I found. In the neither and the nor, I found a different kind of door, in the space between the breasts, where unfinished living rests. Between the question and the yes, there's a stillness deep and wide where I don't have to decide. Just exist within the vow of being completely here and now. Maybe life's not in the notes we play, but the silence where the music stays, hanging in the waiting air, a temporary perfect prayer, not for answers or for ends, just for whatever next descends into the sacred fleeting span that shows space between the breaths, where unfinished living, between the question and the yes, there's a stillness. I am here now. This is my search history, a map of all my worries, every question I never sent, every fire I tried to prevent, just my search history. March to July, all searches were about you. How to make long distance work, gifts for someone who has everything, meaning of to fill silences. Is it normal to feel lonely together? Had to say I need more without sounding needy. This is my search history, a map of all my worries, every question I never sent, every fire I tried to prevent, just my search history. August to October, the questions changed. Signs of emotional withdrawal, apartment listings and my price range, how to divide shared books, can you unfall in love, how long does heartbreak last scientifically? This is my search history, a map of all my worries, every question I never sent, every fire I tried to prevent, just my search history. And last night, like 3 a.m., one final search, how to delete search history. I clicked cancel, 'cause even mess is pathetic. Raw, unedited proof is proof. I was here, I tried, I searched for answers, even when I knew there were none. A bubble appears, 10:22 p.m. 3 pulsing dots, say maybe a win. My breath catches, here it comes, an answer question, something that hums with life, with connection with you. The bubble continues, 5 seconds, 10. I imagine the words you're placing within. Hey, I was thinking, or remember that time. The bubble holds space, it feels almost like a sound. Typing bubble, digital hesitation, a miniature act of creation. You started to speak to me, then changed your mind, leaving the echo of the thought behind. Typing bubble, brief and bright. You gave me everything but the words tonight. The bubble stays 15 seconds now. That's a paragraph, that's a vow, that's I miss you, or this is hard, or why my own thumbs hover, a mirrored reply forms in my throat. I wait my turn, the screen lowers, something is about to be learned. Then the bubble pops, no sound, just gone. The space where it was stretches on and on. Typing bubble, type how are you? Backspace because it felt too true. Or maybe you type my name, just tap. I realized there was nothing to follow it with. No blame. Just a sentence that died in its infancy. A feeling you felt, set free. Before it could reach me, I never sent my reply either. It was perfect, it was clever, it was kind. To live and die to my own line. Our conversation happened in the space between two walls that met. We spoke without words, we connected without touch, and let it be enough. I told the cashier, have a good one, with a giant grin. I'm humming in the elevator, let the neighbors hear it begin. I posted 7 sunsets in a row, yeah, I'm all in on this brand new version where the losing side is win. And if my laugh sounds a little forced, a little loud, a bit too long, I'm just practicing the melody of a brand new favorite song. So what if every I'm okay is paper thin and clearly wrong? I'm gonna fake it, fake it, fake it till I make it. Oh, 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 oh. Had to dance around my kitchen, don't you dare come stop me now. I'm gonna fake it, fake it, fake it anyway. Oh, 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 oh. And who knows, I might just forget how to unfake it Sunday. I sang no ways to the text you never sent. I'm booking trips for one, pretending it was always what I planned. My heart just skipped record, but my body's in the band, playing the hits of moving on across this empty land. And if my smile's a little bright, a little sharp, a ghost of you, I'm just charging up the pixels till the picture feels brand new. So what if every I'm alright is 99% not true? I'm gonna fake it, fake it, fake it till I make it. Oh, 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 oh. Dance around my kitchen, don't you dare come stop me now. I'm gonna fake it, fake it, fake it anyway. Oh, 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 oh. And who knows, I might just forget how to unfake it Sunday. And in the quiet second when the music track replays, am I fooling everyone or just me these days? Does it matter if the feeling's real or just a phase? When the acting feels this good, I'm gonna fake it, fake it, fake it till I make it. Oh, fake it, come on. Dance around my kitchen, don't you still a darker shade, where all the heavy weather lay. It's weighed upon the afternoon, but now there's light inside the room. I left the window open wide, let all the damp and gray inside. Now everything feels washed anew in different shades of blue. And I'm not waiting for the sun. The changing has already begun. And how I see the world outside, with nothing left I need to hide. Rain stop, heart drop, then popped up like a balloon in the afternoon. Puddles on the ground, shining all around. Everything that's broken is just a token of how the storm will pass, like paint, like glass. Rain stopped, and I'm not getting caught in what used to fall. Not anymore, not at all. The air smells like the earth turned fresh, like starting over, like a yes to questions I was too afraid to ask beneath the shade of all those heavy hanging clouds that wrap me in their soggy shrouds. But now the light hits differently on everything I see, and every drop that still remains just catches light and explains how even what seems like an end can be a place to start again. Rain stop, heart drop, then popped up like a balloon in the afternoon. Puddles on the ground, shining all around. Everything that's broken is just a token of how the storm will pass, like paint, like glass. Rain stop, and I'm not getting caught in what used to fall. Not anymore, not at all. And maybe every storm we weather makes us feel a little lighter when the clouds begin to break and all the promises we make to ourselves in darker days start shining in the sun's new rays. Rain stop, heart pop up like a balloon in the afternoon. Puddles shine, everything's fine. What was broken's just a token of how the storm will pass, faster than pain, clearer than glass. Rain stop, and I'm never getting caught in what used to fall. Not again, no, not at all. After the rain stops, the world drops its heavy coat and starts to float. After the rain stops, the dripping drops sound like a song that says I belong here in the light. After the rain stops tonight. crimes and I could felt the weight of whispered no left over from a different year. Small and simple, crystal clear. Reminders worn and thin of where I've been, of where to begin. I pour the love, the humble sound on the kitchen counter, turning around. Not a fortune to be seen, but a possibility clean. Oh, it's park and change, turning over, rearranging. All is lost is in my hand, enough to buy a piece of land. No mind in my view, I'm building something bright and new. From the small and from the plain, pocket change, pocket change. Proper warning in my calm, a quiet, steady kind of calm. Not a treasure, not a hoard, but a promise I can't afford. It's the currency of chance, the outgo of a forgotten band. I can't pronounce the humble sound, this car you love that I have found. Not the answer to a plea, but a simple solid key. 'Cause it's pocket change, turning over, rearranging. What was lost is in my hand, enough to buy a piece of land. In my mind, in my view, I'm building something bright and new. From the small and from the plain, pocket change, pocket change. Maybe value isn't in where some, but in the waiting where it's fun. Every chord has been somewhere, every nickel shows somewhere, and tells a story faint but true of all the worn out worlds it's wandered through. Now it's resting here with me, a tiny shining liberty. It's park and change, turning over, rearranging. Lowest is in the choose to think bad choice, then let it go. Nothing I need to figure out or who. The city feels like it's breathing slow and dull, like it's hand out. I move along. No pressure in the silence. No need to decide that the hours pass side by side. I'm still awake. Gently, not far to say, but chasing me. I'm still awake, and that's okay. Then they can stay awake longer this way. Maybe rest doesn't always mean sleep. Maybe this counts too. Just be here with nothing to do. I'm still awake, peacefully letting the moment carry me. I'm still awake, and that's alright. I don't need more from the night. I'm still awake. The sky's still holding on, but the stars are fading. I don't know if I should go to bed or just keep waiting. The air's a little warmer now. The stillness feels complete, like the world knows what comes next, but it's keeping it from me. I'm not ready for the light, but I can feel it near, like the morning knows my name, but won't come here. Before the dawn, I feel a change, like something soft is turning but won't rearrange. Before the dawn, I don't need it clear, I just need to feel it like I always do here. The window's almost glowing from the streetlights fade. It's not quite day, but not night either, just the in-between shade. I don't wanna rush it, but I don't wanna wait. I'll let the time move slowly, like I'm okay with the wait. I'm not reaching for the sun, I'm just letting it grow. Not forcing anything, just letting it show. Before the dawn, I feel the change, like something soft is turning but won't rearrange. Before the dawn, I don't need it clear, I just need to feel it like I always do here. Maybe this is how it starts, not with an answer but a start. The first soft glow, the first warm breeze, the first time I can breathe. Before the dawn, the world still waits, but I don't mind the silence, I don't need the haste. Before the dawn, I'm still holding on just to the quiet. Before the dawn, first light comes in through the crack in the blinds, like it's asking if I'm ready, but I don't mind. The room feels like a secret, only just begun, like the day is taking its time, but I know it's one. I'm not in a rush to meet the sun, but I don't mind its glow. It's quiet, but it's something I don't need to know. The first light's on me, and it's soft, it's slow, like the world's still waking up, but it's letting me go. The first light's on me, I don't need it too bright, just a little warmth in the quiet of the morning light. I don't make a move yet, just let it shine. A gentle reminder, the day is mine. I hear the city waking, but it's not too loud, like it's letting me have this moment before it crowds. I'm not thinking too much, just feeling the rise of the first light soft in my eyes. The first light's on me, and it's soft, it's slow, like the world's still waking up, but it's letting me go. The first light's on me, I don't need it too bright, just a little warmth in the quiet of the morning light. Maybe this is how the day begins, not with a burst, but with a grin, a quiet promise, nothing loud, just a hint of light, and